Whether or not it's going to be all of the similar bands or not, we'll just have to wait and see. I have to get rid of the wall. It's a bit intrusive. Hang on. There you go. That frees up space. I put it in the wrong place, guys. Don't worry. Don't rage. It's gone. You can see the draft. I'll sort it out for the next one. But yeah, already signed off. Death Prophet ban. First phase, which is quite interesting to see. Again, this hero has been slightly more popular since 7.35, but definitely not massive. You know, it's not everywhere, and it's quite interesting to see it taken away in the first phase. I believe I've seen one, maybe two teams actually attempt the Death Prophet as a support rather than a core, but it definitely feels a little bit lackluster in that role. So I feel like if we're going to see it, it's most likely going to be a core in any of the games. Obviously, we're not going to get it this time. But yeah, there is going to be the Shen ban. Not too surprising there. We'll see as well if maybe the Ench is going to get banned, perhaps. Because that hero is also, he's up there a lot. There's going to be Timber taken away. Lena as well being removed.
10 seconds remain. You can't improve until you make mistakes. 5 seconds remain.
Let's see what else Riyadh Chef's going to take off. There's going to be the Nature's Prophet for sure. Again, he was super popular in the previous patch, previous meta, and he has still just stuck around. It's always amazing if you can have like a position 5 that can get involved on the other side of the map at a moment's notice, bring the numbers, and potentially just get free kills off of that. And there is going to be the Enchantress ban. She's also been removed. So yeah, just a lot of focus towards those POS 5s coming out here from Riyadh Chefs. Can't really blame them for that. Sometimes those the POS 5s bring quite a lot to the table at the start of the games. What do PSG Quest now want to take away as their final ban here? Obviously, again, there's not really a huge amount of information to go off of, like for 7.35 history for these teams. I think PSG hasn't really played any at all. So it'll be interesting to see what they're going to go for. And they banned the Clockwork and immediately decide to go for the Mars, which is pretty interesting. Again, the Mars did receive a few buffs in the last patch, but still not really seen all too much of him, to be honest with you. He's not a super common pick, especially being a first phase pick at that. So it's pretty damn cool to see PSG Quest go for that one. And there is going to be the Space Cow from Riyadh Chefs. That hero 100% has dropped off. Do not see him as much anymore. But regardless, Riyadh Chefs just know that if the game goes on long enough, this guy will become an absolute menace. Even if he's played as a position 4 or anything like that, it's so easy to find farm. And he can be a big thorn in their side, especially for those backline supports. So it still feels like a decent pickup, as long as if the game does go on long enough. I feel that is the main thing. Whether it'll go that long is another question entirely. But I think it could. It definitely could.
It is Radiant's ban.
Oh, nice.
Turn to ban.
And Grimstroke, as well as the Hoodwink, actually do get removed as well. I believe in the previous patch that it was Riyadh Chefs who played not a huge amount of Hoodwink, but they were one of the teams that were willing to actually pick it up. Again, it's a very sort of niche support to pick up. Not really many teams like it all too much. But it did receive like a couple of damage buffs. That's about it. Projectile speed and cooldowns weren't changed. It's literally just a little bit of extra damage, which, all can add up at the end of the day. Riyadh Chefs, though, ban out the Snapfire as their last pick there, which maybe means they're going to try and lean towards going for a Phoenix themselves. Because Phoenix, again, is pretty damn strong in this current patch. And there's also the bonus fact that you don't really want to give a Phoenix and Mars combo over to the side of PSG Quest, because that in itself, it's a classic combo. It's super strong. Really gives you a solid amount of team fight. So it kind of makes sense if they're going to go for that. If they don't pick Phoenix right now, I feel like it's nearly guaranteed for Quest to pick it, considering how the Snapfire has been banned for them. Which is maybe what Riyadh Chefs are considering, right? They're like, actually, do we want the Phoenix? But I feel like if they don't pick it, that last ban's maybe a bit of a grief on themselves. It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. I'm actually gonna, start chewing through a fair amount of their reserve time to actually think about what they're gonna go for. And they're actually gonna decide to pick up a gyrocopter. So that is their second pick. Whether this is just going to be the standard carry, potentially could be their POS 5. Seen it in in many different roles. But PSG Quest are actually going to decide to go for the Tiny instead. And then followed up by the immediate Shadow Shaman. So I imagine the Tiny is pretty standard. That's going to be for the mid laner. Which again, we saw it in the previous series for Sameo. Worked out fantastically well there. So why not? Here it is, super strong in this current patch. Shadow Shaman as well is definitely a POS 4, which has been gaining a lot more in priority than popularity. Does feel quite strong. I think the biggest thing is when you get your level 10 talent, Hex has is it 35% damage buff or 45%? I can't remember which one. Either way, it's a lot of damage. Still thinking about the third pick here from Riyadh Chefs. Ember Spirit, though, is going to be the follow-up pick. Which, again, feels super solid. Really ticks all the boxes. It was grabbed in the first series, wasn't able to perform too great versus the Tiny in the mid lane. Obviously, it is always difficult to last hit up against the Tiny. Has such superior damage and attack range as well. It just makes it extremely awkward. But once you know you can get the levels on the go, the Ember Spirit definitely can outpace the Tiny eventually. Just depends whether you can actually get there at the end. And go for the Venge pick up there from Riyadh Chefs, and then immediately PSG Quest respond by grabbing up the Morphling themselves. Seeing quite a few Morphlings now. 2 games in a row he's appeared. Super strong on that last one again. Let's see if this one's going to be able to do exactly the same.
Seconds remain. Dyer's turn to pick. Earth Shaker.
And then Earthshaker is actually going to be the final pick there from PSG Quest. Absolutely love to see this hero. Always brings great fun to the table, and it's looking like it's going to be their POS 4, I would imagine. Unless, of course, they're not going to decide to put the Tiny mid anymore. Which maybe you could put the Earthshaker a bit. I mean, both of them do similar kind of things, in the in the laning phase. Got absolute huge amounts of right-click damage to easily secure last hits, which are both going to make the Embers lane a bit awkward. So I don't know. It definitely could go either way here for a PSG Quest about who they want to put in what position. But the final pick there from Riyadh Chess is going to be the Spectre. Always a good way of finding that Shadow Shaman into the backlines. It's not going to be like you're going to get free kills all over the place. So everyone's relatively tanky here. But yeah, it is, Noob taking the Earthshaker into the mid lane then. So that is going to be their mid. And Omar playing the POS 4 Tiny instead, which definitely makes more sense. There was once upon a time where people played a fair amount of POS 4 Earthshaker, but definitely you just don't see that anymore. It's completely fallen off. This is a bit too greedy, you know? It is really, really greedy. But yeah, I quite like the setup here from PSG Quest. We'll see how this Spectre pick actually turns out here for Riyadh Chefs, though. Obviously, it can get outpaced quite easily, especially if everyone in PSG Quest just have a good start. And definitely feels like they can. The support duo is super aggressive, tons of catch, tons of control, and they could definitely find free kills all over the place. Feels like there's going to be a lot of pressure on the Venge to make sure they're in the right place to get all the saves. Again, feel like I'm just going to be leaning a little bit more towards the side of PSG Quest. Obviously already starting off with their smoke as well. They're going to maybe try and invade the Radiant jungle area. If they're wrapping around, potentially going to bump into tier 2000, but they're in a decent spot. So yeah, just run back to the safety of their tower. So they're going to be A-okay. Obviously, high ground ward as well, scouts all of this out. So this aggressive move here from Riyadh Chefs. Not really going to be able to find anything at all. Or is it? Is it going to push forwards? Again, watch this there. So Quest knows happening. And then it's going to fall back. It'd probably just be a standard 2-for-2 split on the bounties, unless, of course, tier 2000 and Kaori are going to try and fight for this bottom one. I mean, tier 2000, they have the vision. They know that they're here. At the same time, so does Riyadh Chefs. Both teams have exactly the same vision. Are they actually going to try and compete for this or not? Okay, they spot the fact there is awards. But yeah, the bounties are just going to get traded away. So we'll just go 2-for-2, split down the middle there, guys. But yeah, if you guys want to head over to the BetBoom Dacha website, you can sign up using promo code DACHA24, and you will receive a deposit bonus of up to $500 on your first deposit, of course. So always time to take good use of that one, guys. Head over to the website and join in on the true fun of the whole sport. That's what we love to see. But no sneaky first bloods happening here in this game number 1. Which, you know, it's fine. Standard Dota setups. Can't always have first bloods at the very start. But 100%, when you compare this game to the first series we saw, it feels like it's going to be a lot more even in terms of just how this game started. I think it was like a 3k gold lead at 4 minutes in the previous. But this one, due to the general lineups, shouldn't be able to have that solid of an advantage. We'll see as well how the Jamie is going to be able to actually perform up against Noob. As I was saying, just trying to last it when there's a constant enchant totem coming out, it's going to be pretty difficult. Like, it's not going to be easy at all.
Dire's courier has been killed.
And already not too far behind in CS. 6-3 to the 4-0. Meanwhile, missing first bloods. It's my specialty. As first blood is found. KJY actually goes down to the bot lane. TA 2000 gets the credit for that one. Fantastic start there for PSG Quest. Your carry getting all that bonus gold really does bump up his start here. And it's just the power of the Charm, you know. Got one of the best right clicks in the game. You can do tons of harassment, good control as well, especially with the Aether Shock thrown on top of that. It's such a frustrating hero to deal with, especially when you're a melee core. I mean, sure, you can constantly run and hopefully push them back with your right clicks, but unless they get lucky with some of the bashes, Kaori's just going to keep doing this, you know. He's happy just to harass as much as possible. Oh, one bash. Doesn't make too much difference, though. Oh, in the mid. God damn, man, this is so damaged. Very difficult to play against. You see, Lajami's always low on HP. He's fallen behind in CS as well. He does now have his bottle at the very least. That has just been delivered. At the same time, Noob already had his. Meanwhile, kill found there at the top lane. Or was actually just a deny? Okay, it was Menu going behind the tier 1 actually just to deny himself. Go back into the lane, full HP, full mana. Only gives away some gold. Actually, I don't know. Maybe Omar was actually close enough for XP. It looks... Yeah, I think he was. He's got more XP now than Malik. So I think he's happy about that one. Well done, bot. Kaori. He's taking a bit of harassment. He's going to be fine. Bit too close to the tier 1 tower there for anybody to try and dive him. 3-minute Lotus spawns. Kaori going to be able to secure that one. But at the same time, the Tiny go up top. They're actually going to try and go for this kill. There's bash and the stun, plus a little point-blank charge. They do find the free kill there onto Kaori. Sure, he gets his Lotus, but immediately punished for that one. So good little counterplay there from Riyadh to at least get something out of that. And Omar. Maybe attempting to try and get into a toss position right now. Does have it level 2, but still no Avalanche to really set up for it just yet. Now is level 3. So he does have that potential grab combo here. And they're actually going to go for him. As he's stuck underneath these trees. Going to be the home missile lands on top of him. Not enough to really find the kill, but General was just good harassment to force him back. Although maybe Menu stuck around a little bit too long. Tossed back into the open arms there of Malik. Still has a spear available. Set up there from the Avalanche. And eventually Menu might go down. He's pretty speedy. Try and run away. Then he won't hit it, and he just can't get it in time. So Menu will survive, but this is deep. He heals up there with the sound. Nicely done. Menu up. War runes both spawn mids. Both mids. Together a little mini refill there. But it's still, man, just look at the CS. 25 and 13 to Noob to the 14 and 2 of Lajami. It is really, really hard. I mean, in terms of actual experience, he's still a third of his way till he hits his level 5. But actually, Noob, he's just going to keep on going right now. Got another stun, another whack. Not going to fully chase for the kill. But even still, it's just general good harassment coming on through. I mean, they both have no bottle charges, but at the same time, Noob does have some stick charges on top of that. So definitely feeling a bit happier in this lane. Yeah, all 3 cores of PSG Quest, top of the CS chart. Constitutes as a solid 1k gold advantage at this stage in the game. They're very happy about that one. It's basically like free-form morph. Do whatever he wants. P1 CS on the spec isn't terrible either, but not as good. Meanwhile, Menu, he just gets caught out. I mean, this is such a really difficult kill combo to sort of play up against. Avalanche toss set up into a spear. I think they're fortunate enough that they haven't been skewered into any towers as of yet, you know. Trying to stay as safe as possible. Meanwhile, DJY in danger, trying to get the charge to make some space, but unfortunately, it's just too little to make any difference at all. He will go down. So another kill there for the Morphling. And the 6-minute rune's about to spawn as well. Omar's already here, really trying to make sure that they do not give a free refill over towards this Ember. Yeah, even Kaori gets involved, and it spawns up top as an amplified damage, which is a really, really nice rune for Noob to get. Those enchant totem hits are really going to hurt now. And they might actually go for a kill. Yeah, thinking about setting up for it, Omar. Coming in from behind, setting up with the Echo Slam there just to get the guaranteed stun, plus the toss up in the sky. And there it is, free kill there for Noob, takes him down. And this is also a catapult wave. There are no creeps here to stop this, no heroes either. This is going to be a lot of damage to this tier 1. They might even lose it if they just stick around and tank up a few hits of this tower. You see the gyro slowly coming over, but I don't think he's really going to get here time to make any difference here. This is just the freest objective in the world. Plus with the enchant totem hits, there it goes. That was basically 100 to nothing in about 20 seconds, although the charge coming through. Maybe they want to try and set up for Kaori, but Noob, he still has this amplified damage going. Really powerful hits there on towards the Spirit Breaker. There he goes, there's another kill. But still, they're going to try and pursue for more here for Riyadh Chefs, but a nice stun there from Noob. Hits onto the both of them. And it's the damage, man. Menu's now the one who's probably going to go down here. And it's a double kill there for Noob. Riyadh Chefs attempting to get aggressive, but unfortunately, they just end up feeding away 2 kills for absolutely nothing. It's a 4,000 gold advantage there going over towards PSG Quest. And I was saying at the start of the game that I hope this is going to be even, and you know, it should be a relatively even-ish start for both teams. But I'm just being proven heavily wrong right now, as this is not an easy sort of difference to come up against here for Riyadh Chefs. Yeah, I suppose the one silver light is the fact that P1, you know, he's not died. He is still finding CS, and in the grand scheme of things, he's not even really that far behind the Morphling, all things considered. I mean, net worth, okay, it's actually still like 1,000 gold. I suppose that's because the Morph does obviously have 2 kills, and he had the first blood bonus, of course. So, okay, no, it's still pretty rough. It's still pretty rough. Yeah, might have to rely on some good ganks to come on through from Lejami here to try and balance this game out. Still another 240 gold before he can finish up his phase boot still. And meanwhile up top, first arena usage to secure the kill onto Menu. Maybe they're going to go for more right now. Kaori's also here. TP coming in from the Spirit Breaker. Maybe he can actually make a difference here. Holding on to the shackles for as long as possible. Actually, just outside the cast range, there is going to be the right hit flash. Making sure he keeps away, but it doesn't matter. TA2000 also getting involved. Just PSG Quest, man. Pedal to the metal all the way. So much aggression just flying out from these guys.
Dire's top tower is in danger.
And Noob obviously just finding all the amazing runes as well. Arcane also picked up, which is why he was able to push out Lejami even more.
Dire have fortified their structures against attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
And now he is heavily just trying to recover from the back for here from Riyadh Chefs.
To their top tower.
Looks like they're probably going to be losing this tier 1 up top pretty damn soon. Not really going to bother bringing any heroes to properly defend this one. Spirit Breaker just trying to make sure he can at least get the XP and money for the creeps. You know, any little bit you can is going to help massively in this game. But a sub 10-minute blink dagger coming out here from Noob is going to make this game really, really hard for them. Really damn well hard. And you can see, as soon as that's delivered, he's just going to pair up with Omar for sure. And they'll probably be able to look for a free kill onto this Ember Spirit. Like, he has his ultimate available. Although, charge coming through, there's going to be the blink immediately on top of the Ember Spirit. But with the charge there for the Spirit Breaker, at least delays Omar's involvement. Going to chuck down the Avalanche for now. Do they have the follow-up control with Kiori getting involved? The Hex is there with the immediate whack of the tome. They bring him down. Shackles on towards KJY as well. But Noob, he doesn't care about the Spirit Breaker. He jumps over towards the POS 5 instead. But there is going to be the swap there from Rajix to try and make some safety for his team. Fisher connects onto 2 of them. Stunners towards tier 2000 before he gets strength buff off. He's getting low, but still he will survive, and everybody's bundled up. They're taking so much damage. That was not the fight that they wanted to take at all here for Riyadh Chefs. Rajix will at least be able to make himself back to the safety of his tier 2, but it's just another massive victory there for PSG Quest. Really solid stuff.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Fortunes change.
We'll see what we're going to do. Obviously, Malik and Noob are both here. But there is actually a charge here on towards Noob. They have the vision from this Observer Ward. So at the very least, P1 is going to be safe. Not going to get caught out this time round. Actually, also we're finding a D-Ward just to the side of the lane. Trying to get some sort of map recovery wherever they can. And ooh, meanwhile, down at the bot lane, Rajix does go down once more. Free kill handed over there towards PSG Quest.
Is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
We're on the mid. Invis through, Namalo will just pick it up. At the very least, there is the zip back out there from Jami, not going to get caught. But unfortunately for KJY, doesn't quite have the safety of a quick zip away and an easy little toss plus a tree thrown onto his face. Gets the free kill on towards Spirit Breaker. Now, solid 8k gold lead now. Tier 1 bomb also gone. So all the Tier 1s have been removed off the map here for Riyadh Chefs. Meanwhile, they have not even really scratched the surface. I mean, bottom Tier 1 here for Quest, just above half. Middle, basically completely healthy. Top 1, 9 HP missing. Like, they just have so little map presence. It's just too difficult to play versus right now. They are attempting, though, a 3-man smoke maneuver. Let's see who they can actually find with this. Unfortunately, the Gyro is still only level 4, though, man. They don't even have his ultimate to try and find these kills. This is not going to be easy at all. Even the Spirit Breaker doesn't have the follow-up with the Never Strike either. So even if they do find TA2000, this is not going to be an easy kill to get by any means. He's sat pretty low on HP, but he does actually have the safety bauble as well. And yeah, he sees this all coming. What can these guys do against him? Absolutely nothing. It looks like the play is actually capping up towards the top here as Malik dropping the arena behind the Tier 2 tower. They got the control on towards P1. And that's a dead Spectre. Meanwhile, yeah, the Morphlin was just tying up both the supports on the side for Riyadh Chefs. There was just no help to coming out from anybody. Just really was all on his own. And there's just a Tier 2 gone. 14 minutes into the game. This is really, really not looking great. I'm not entirely sure what it is that they can really do. There's going to be the quick blink forwards, plus the Echo Slam. And that's just the freest solo kill in the world there for Noob. Absolutely nothing Lajami could do to survive that one. KJY, I mean, just sort of charges in towards Malik, but what the hell can he really do here? Nothing at all. Jump into the tower again, Noob. Just looking for free kills. Easy skewer into the trees, plus a toss of Ramar. Man, there is just so much goddamn control from this team. It is really disgusting. Like, Noob, Fisher, Enchant Totem, plus Echo. They got Hex, they got Shackles, they got a Spear, they've got Toss, they got Avalanche. Like, these 4 alone can pretty much take somebody out the game. They're actually going to try and make a fight. I think the Tier 2 tower here. Focus on towards Malik. P1 trying to get the kill. Meanwhile, off towards the top. Menu has already lost his life. They've got control on towards the Jammy as well. Looks like the Spectre will survive. Ember Spirit, though, trying to get away. The tree gets thrown on top of his face. Tier 2000 with the Adaptive Strike will get him inside the base. And now they're going to charge for more. Nice 2-man stun there from Noob, denying the escape from them both. It's a free double kill. Rajix comes in for a kill on Tekura at the very least, but it's going to be a rampage with TA2000. Absolutely disgusting fight to come up there from Quest. All they lose for their efforts is the poor old Shadow Shaman, but who gives a crap? Life for support, you're gonna die for that. And now, I don't know, I'm gonna check the odds. And we're close to 100% yet again here. Just like game number 1, it was a huge stomp, massively in the lead, but at least this time Gaben isn't saying 100%. He's proud of them apparently, but he's not saying that PSG Quest are guaranteed to win. There is a glimmer of hope here for Riyadh Chefs to try and come back into this game. It really feels like they need some huge, like, 5-man ganks to try and look for kills. They're actually going to try and attempt to go for Curie here at the bot lane. The 2 main cores going for the kill. He's exactly the same level. It's given time for Tier 2000 to get involved. Curie might eventually die, but no! The 2-man stun from Noob again! It denies everything just when Riyadh Chess was finally going to get a kill for free. They get absolutely nothing. They lose 2 more heroes. Although KJY, he sees it, but no! It's too late. He gets hexed up first. Amar gonna chase for more. Tossed him straight back into the arms of Noob. It's another slam, but with the charge away, Fisher not in range. Although Malik, okay, he does have a blink. Very, very luckily for KJY, Malik does not have a blink. Otherwise, he would be dead for sure. Yeah, Snakes as well. Dropped for the bottom Tier 2. And that is going to be all of the exterior towers gone at just 17 minutes into the game with a 19,000 gold advantage. Well over 1,000 gold a minute. And meanwhile, they just found a free grab on towards the Ember Spirit Bomb with the spear. A little bit off the mark, but it doesn't matter. The instant hex from Kaori. As soon as that slight ended, his life just followed suit. And they're just beating into the high ground right now. Riyadh Chefs, hugely on the defensive. Noob as well, just with an added Accept as well, picked up on top of everything else. Some more means of chasing after people. Oh, actually, wait. His charge immediately cancelled. That looked kind of weird. But he's going to be all right.
You're doing very well. I'm very proud of you.
There's tier 3, though. It's already gone. Just poking a product from afar here for Riyadh Chefs, but it's not really going to deter Quest at all. They don't fear anything right now. Literally nothing. Like TA 2000's pretty much sat at 1200 HP with his bauble, so he's fine. Everyone else is super damn tanky. Like the only one they could try and get free kill. Oh, but there's a huge echo there from Noob. Oh my god, the whole team is dead in less than 2 seconds. And I would not be surprised if we see those 2 little letters, the GG comes on out, because that is a really disheartening way to just, you lose a full set of barracks and then you lose pretty much your entire team to the easiest Echo Slam of Noob's life. And yeah, we're going to be looking at mega creeps sub 20 minutes in, or are they even going to care about megas? It looks like they're just going to go straight away for the tier 4s. There it is, snakes have been dropped. There's going to be the glyph to delay this. But Riyadh Chefs, they're not choosing to tap out. Obviously, this is the best of one. Doesn't really matter if they wait to lose a little bit longer. There's the potential that Quest could maybe make a mistake. We'll have to see. Cooldown, not really doing all too much at all here. Quest not caring in the slightest. There, Rajix. At least they're able to get rid of all those Serpent Wards, and he loses his life. Meanwhile, off to the side, Malak has managed to find the grab here on towards the Spirit Breaker, but again, the jump in from Noob gets the kill. They got the control as well onto the Spectre. They've lost the Ember, they're losing everybody right now. It's just Lashamin, he can't even get away. The shackles in time there from Kaori, and he's gone as well. Rajik's the only survivor. They will buy back. Maybe they can get any kill they can, but it's just not going to happen. It's a free double kill. They've even managed to find the grab onto Rajik. Even the safety of their fountain is just not there. Amar, buy up for Rajik with the glimmer. He couldn't even get a free kill. Oh no. This is extreme. I don't know if this is more or less one-sided than the first game. I feel like this is more. It is truly, truly disgusting. The tier 4s are going to fall down right now. Riyadh Chefs, they're actually going for a smoke. They're hoping. They're going to try and live on a prayer right now. But I'm not really sure what the big order of play is going to be to turn this around, because just look how quickly they die. The Shambi vanishes in a second. There is going to be the Echo. Only really connects on towards the Spectre into the backlines there, but it doesn't really make much difference if you whiffs it. Although Omar, he actually gets pushed inside the fountain and will die. Dropping a couple of little friendly tips amongst themselves. They're actually going to make another play forwards right now. Oh, they got the kill on towards tier 2000. That's a lot of gold. That is massive. As soon as they get that kill, though, they press GG. They tap on out. They're like, okay, we got what we wanted. We got a kill. So at least that's something right.